Hello guys, welcome back. So I might as well share all the details with you, though I'm not going to give you a link to this person's blog because they don't deserve any more fucking time than they've got on the channel. In fact, they've gotten way too fucking much, but I might as well explain myself completely. This person had come onto the channel a while ago, and at first, none of the crazy ones act crazy, okay? First, they acted just a little unusual, but fine, whatever. Lokeans tend to be unusual. It tends to be your defining characteristic. Well, they tended to get weird and weirder and weirder, and the only thing I can get is that they started their blog, and then it seems like they found this channel because their blog changed from stuff they were writing to everything they claimed to be was something I've talked about being on this channel, and that sounds pretty fucking strange and unusual, right? And they're not writing in my name, thankfully. And everyone they've worked with is somebody I've mentioned on the channel, and it's just pretty fucking weird how that happened. I've told you guys just because I'm experimenting with stuff, and I usually mention it every third or fourth video. Don't you go out and do this too. It's not me trying to keep everything for myself. It's like, give it a year and a day, guys, and if it hasn't blown up in my face, then have fun. And it was clearly, stealing kind of all my experiences and having them on her thing, but twisted to fit what she claims she experienced. And the gods and I have one rule. I know as a human I can't expect them, and this isn't a thing of like jealousy or something. I can't expect them to be happy with one human to serve them all their life, however that human serves them in that capacity. I said, I just got one rule. I don't ever want to hear you brag, because you should respect me enough as a partner, as whatever, to not brag in my face. I said, I never want to meet the mistress with the furs. I said, I'm well aware they're out there, and I really don't care, how many there are, but I just don't want to have them come strutting up and flashing it in my face. And she's talking on this blog about um having enjoyed Odin's company and having it being a mistake, and then enjoying Loki's company, and she then accused Loki of being Odin. I'm sorry, she accused Odin of playing Loki to be with her, and then made accusations towards Odin. And it's clear she has mental issues from all the other stuff she did. That's just the parts that are pertinent to this discussion. And I had told Loki before, I've had more than one of these women, these females, come up to me and do this, right? And shove it in your face. I have my vagina all over your gut. I hope you know. That's disgusting. Have some self-respect for yourself. Nobody needs to know that. Um, and this is coming from someone that's worked with Dionysus and Asmodeus and Bastet. Have some self-respect. There's a time and a place. Just stomping up to somebody to be a homewrecker, that's not respectful towards you, and it obviously is not respectful towards the god that you claim that you love so much, because you're doing it to deliberately destroy a relationship. And I told Loki and I told Odin, I said, this is not about me having unfair expectations. I know they have countless partners, children, whatever they got going on. I said, it's not a jealousy thing. It's really not a thing of that. I said, it's a thing of self-respect. I told them both. I said, one more mistress with the furs that comes strutting up to me and the channel's done. I said, I can't take it anymore. I said, obviously, you're a god, yet you're doing nothing to keep these females, to be nice, away from me. And I said, I don't feel like you respect me or care about me, or you're even invested in this relationship. Because that's why I use the rock star analogy. It's like being married to a rock star that's drugged out of his mind half the time, and you got 20 females calling the house looking for him and calling you the evil bitch whatever because you're keeping them all to yourself, where, we live in a culture now that celebrates the homewrecker. And yeah, this is coming from a pagan channel. I've just been kind of dismayed to see, as I did research, people celebrate the homewrecker now. They celebrate the woman that ruins the marriage. They celebrate the woman who takes the husband away from the wife and kids. And that wife was tempted too. Nobody ever gets her side. She was tempted too. She would probably love to run away from the brats too. But she's keeping her commitment, even when it's hard, even when her husband is a kind of a manslut, and she's still staying home and she's being faithful. But now in our society, she's the bad guy because how the fuck dare that bitch ask him to honor marriage vows he made before their god? Um, so I feel disrespected. I feel disrespected not only by all of these females, and I'm being generous here, but I feel disrespected by Odin and I feel disrespected by Loki. I'm like, I fucking fight for your honor. Um, she accused Odin of assaulting her. I'm like, I fucking went to bat for your honor. I fucking got it together, even though I was ready to rage at the time I made that video, and I said, I fucking defended your honor, man. And I get no thanks for it. And I said to Loki, I said, I've defended your honor how many times? And yet these females keep walking up to me, these little homewreckers keep walking up to me and saying all these oversheer things I don't need to hear. I said, it's not about the adult content of the relationship. I don't care about that, but I don't need to know about it either. To me, it's a matter of respect. And I said, I just don't feel respected. I don't feel respected by Odin. I don't feel respected by Loki. I said, you want to be, because they're both kind of in their own way sexist, and you know what I mean. I said, you want to be sexist? Great, you're the man. It's your job to defend your woman. It's your job to defend the marriage. It's your job to defend the sanctity. I said, if you don't respect the marriage, I don't either. We're not married anymore. We don't have a relationship anymore because you clearly have no respect for it. I said, again, guys, it's not a thing about having unfair expectation. I don't care if they had a relationship with every person on the planet. I just need the respect to see the relationship they have with me treated as sacred, treated as important. And I'm like, you don't have that respect for me. I don't think you ever had. I think I'm just one human out of many, and you really don't care. If I leave, they'll find someone else. I don't think they care. I don't feel loved. I don't feel supported in this moment. I said, there's nothing you can do to make me feel that way. I said, I'm done with all gods, so cheers. I'm not going to any god because there isn't a god on this planet, unfortunately, that some hypersexed woman doesn't want to stick her vagina on. And, even poor Jesus, the one sexless god, the one that would probably be asexual and aromantic, him too. I said, there's not a god that some hypersexed female don't want to put her vagina on. And, I'm sorry to sound so crude, guys, but I said, I'm tired of it. I said, I don't think I even like sex anymore. And that's coming from somebody that wished once upon a time that I could at least show you discreet and genteel previews of some of the adult titles because I thought they were a hoot, but no. So I don't feel, I'm no longer sex positive. I no longer even like the idea. And I don't feel respected. I don't feel, valued. I don't feel cared for. I don't feel protected. It feels like, I don't even think I believe in God spousing anymore because of this stuff. I said, I don't even know if I have faith anymore. So I want to thank you guys for supporting me, but it's feeling like the gods don't care. It's feeling like the gods don't have my back. Because if they cared, wouldn't they keep these little homewreckers away? I know the gods can't control people, but still, it's the only thing I ask for, guys. Everything I do is for them. I build them temples constantly. I never build anything for myself. Every meal I cook it's okay food and I enjoy eating it, but it's all about them. It's always about them, and I'm just tired. I think I feel like after all of these decades of service, I at least deserve some common decency and some nice treatment and to be treated like the relationship means something, and I no longer feel like it does. I just feel like I'm a commodity that they no longer care for. So I want to thank you guys that tried to offer your support, but this is a thing that drove me away from working with the gods before. There are always going to be competitive people. And I'm the kind of person, I don't care if you're human or a god. If you want to go wander, I'm not going to fight for you. I'm not going to fight for you because if you don't care enough about the relationship to stay in it, I don't want you, you know? And again, it's not a faithful thing. It's a female sticking it in my face kind of thing. It's a disrespect kind of thing. I said, if you can't even protect me from being disrespected by some rabid female, I don't need you or want you in my life. I just do not. I'm not going to compete for anyone's love. That's just how I'm built. If I have to compete for you, you're not worth it. So, thanks, guys. I mean it. Thanks for the support, but I'm kind of brokenhearted and sad now. I expected better treatment, I suppose, for all the years of service, but ain't that a kick in the head? I will see you guys later. Bye bye.